good morning. It's another one of our first fives today. And today we're looking at a passage from Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42. And see, I gotta be honest with you, I love this text because I find myself in this text all the time. See, I don't know about you, but my goal is to begin every single day in scripture and in prayer. Some days I do that really well. Other days, I gotta be honest with you, I'll find myself getting into the day and going, oh, I got so busy doing all this good stuff that I'm trying to do that I missed it. I either have to stop what I'm doing and go back and spend some time in the scriptures and prayer, or occasionally even miss a day. And to be honest with you, I hate when I miss a day. Because what I've come to know is true is that when I begin my day in the scriptures and in prayer and trying to hear the voice of Jesus, that every interaction I have in that day is so much better. In fact, if I'm not careful, I'll get busy in my day and I'll realize I'm working on this sermon because I preach for a living. And so I'll spend several hours working on a sermon every week. And if I'm not careful, I'll think, well, that's good because it's good stuff and it's with the Bible. But every time I do that, I think of this story, Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 42. And here's what the scripture says. It says, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered. You're worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. You see, the truth of what I think Jesus is trying to get across here in this story is not that what Martha was doing bad. It's not that getting preparations for people to come to your house and throwing a party and taking care of the details. That's actually all really good stuff. And someday I hope we can have parties again and have people over, and those will be great days. But what we see in this text is that Martha's so worried about getting stuff done that she misses what's right in front of her. See, the reality is, in this moment, Mary is sitting at the feet of Jesus. In other words, she is learning from Jesus. And there's all kinds of cultural connotation stuff that I'm not going to get into today because I only have 5 minutes. But what I'll say is this. Mary knew that what was more valuable in that moment was to spend time with Jesus, and the preparations could wait. And so here's what I want you to get out of this story today. It's more valuable for you and I to begin our days with Jesus than really anything else we can do. You see, I do believe that most of us can control what time we get out of bed. And even if it's just 5 minutes every morning we spend with Jesus, what we'll find is that we'll reshape and reorient our day. It's why these first fives are sent out every morning. It's my hope, and I hope the more that we hear the words of Jesus, maybe even get a Bible where the words of Jesus are in red letters and read them again and again and again. And what we'll find is the more time we spend with him, the more we begin to look like him, the more we begin to sound like him, and the more that we change the world by how we live and how we love. May you find today is filled with all kinds of good things because you spent time with Jesus this morning. And may we recognize that if we're not careful, we can get busy on really good things, but they may not be the best thing. And what Jesus wants to know is there is a best thing, and it's time with him. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I hope to see you again in person here soon. So may you go throughout this day with God's grace and his peace and his love.